A compact, compelling and challenging callback to the 90s. Devil Daggers is a never-ending FPS in the abyssal pit of hell, with an infinite supply of fiendish ghouls. It makes a change to see someone tackle a different era of retro gaming for a change, and I have to say they nailed the art style. The monsters all have a unique appearance which is only exaggerated by the jagged and raw nature of the old school graphics. Each of them have very different characteristics which aren't immediately apparent and require several encounters to appreciate the intricacies. One of the best examples of this is the spider, or as I call it, the giant blobby tentacle thing. I like to use technical terms. These have a soft spot to shoot on the front, but will cover itself up from time to time. It sounds like pretty standard monster territory so far, but it also sucks up gems from the arena and fires them back out as eggs, which if left for too long will spawn several small scarab-like creatures. This all adds together to give the game more depth in what is already a very well-established genre. It does of course continue with the trend from the veterans of FPS by having circle strafing, bunny hopping and rocket jumps. The sounds also aid you in your quest to survive a few seconds more, but will often leave you feeling betrayed if you rely on them too heavily. I often found that I was attacked from behind with what seemed like little to no warning at all, but usually it was because the sound was ever so subtle and was very easy to miss. Every single one of these techniques and skills is needed at some point in order to avoid the barrage of death heading towards you. The weaponry does seem relatively lacking in diversity, with two primary functions, constant rapid fire and shotgun blasts. These do evolve as you progress, but the difference seems very minor. Having said that, I only made it to the second tier. The design of the arena leaves a lot to be desired. It is just a flat set of ground which ends in an insta-death drop-off. I can appreciate why they've chosen this style of arena, as obstacles would make the gameplay very frustrating, but it would have been nice to see some kind of decoration. I felt like my enjoyment of this game was like a roller coaster every time I played. About 10 minutes in I'd find myself checking the clock thinking, why am I playing this game? Then once I finally found my rhythm, time would just fly by and I'd routinely get near or surpass my previous score. But this segment is plagued by the frustration that I need to play the same 60-second beginning again just to get to the part that I find challenging. I know this is pretty unavoidable in a wave-based horde mode using a competitive leaderboard, but it's annoying having to complete the same things over and over again just to get to the part where the fun lies. Either way, you can easily get your money's worth from Devil Daggers, as it's only $3.99 on launch, but you should be wary that unless you enjoy the combat, it has nothing else to offer. I would love to see a full single-player campaign using the monsters and theme of this game, as the core mechanics are spot on. Everything that it lacks is made up for by stable and enjoyable gameplay. If nothing else, this is proof that the foundations of FPS are still as strong today. The vote from last week is still running, as the deciding vote is yet to be cast. First off, a game which I would say rates highly on my list of all-time worst trailers. We have Alien Hallway. Seriously, it's so bad it's worth a watch. Next we have Ride 'em Low. I've never quite understood why some people feel it's necessary to make their cars dance. Maybe this can enlighten me. And finally, what I can only assume is a story of my life. Robin's Quest, A Legend is Born. As before, just drop a comment below and let me know which one you want to see.